It was me and my daughters were going to Mount Olympus in Wisconsin Dells, and we were literally turning into the hotel, and I was looking to the left and we got rear-ended. And it really wasn't that bad of an accident, but for me looking this way and not knowing, I ended up having a lot more damage later than I ended up saying. I literally just looked up on Google and looked through a Google search and looked through who had best ratings and called you guys and rolled the dice. It's hard after an accident, and I would have never known this after my accident, to know where the end's going to go and how much you're going to have to do. So he's kind of put in a position where, you go, all right, this is what to expect. And then there's a lot of things that can change over 2 years, which did in this case. So I think he set the expectations pretty early that this is going to be a long process, and it is a process. I did like during this, it was basically, go get your treatment done. Don't worry about us, just go get fixed. And that took 1.5 years to get, well, and I'm still not fixed, but at least get to the point where he could take over. So I appreciated that point. And then there was a couple times during it, especially when I had to have neck surgery, where I'm like, you know what, I can deal with the headaches. Do I really want somebody to cut my head open? And he was pretty honest about it, saying, look, you do what you need to do for your head. Don't worry about the other part. And I took a couple weeks to decide to do it, and then found out somebody that I knew had this surgery. That really helped. So then I ended up having the surgery, which I'm glad I did. There was one thing that Mr. Pemberton said during dealing with my insurance company on the other insurance, that was, it's a game. This is part of the game. They needed me to go to a doctor just to say, hey, I'm going to have lingering effects for this for the rest of my life. But he needed that piece of paper because it's just part of the game. So I would suggest anybody that goes through this to just, listen to the advice. As bad as it sounds, it's a part of the game. It's an unfortunate part of the game, but it's the game. Go through it. He has more experience than you can get off of Google. And I can tell you right now, everything that I searched on Google was 100% wrong. He represented someone else that had a concussion in a car accident in Wisconsin and had a good outcome. That's exactly what it was. I believe it. And it was a couple years before mine. And I knew I had a concussion at the time because I was in treatment for a concussion. What I didn't know is that I had all this nerve damage that was pinched that I'd end up having to get surgery for a year later. So that's why I picked him. The good reviews and specifically a good outcome on concussion.